Yeah, there was men on first and second. And
Okay.
what happened in that inning was, we had a leadoff single by a guy that was like had a half a leg, Kyle Schwarber. He like
Oh
was
yeah.
coming back from an ACL, hadn't had a at bat basically for a long period of time, and comes in that game and comes through with a huge hit in the extra innings. And then Albert Almora has a big base running play. He pinch runs for him, and there's a long fly ball by Chris Bryant to center field. Albert tags from first base, gets to second base. So that sets it up. 1 out, man on second. Anthony Rizzo, our best players, coming to the plate. I'm at that point going to the on deck circle, and I knew what they were going to do because Rizzo's our best hitter. It's like you don't pitch to the best hitter on the team, when you can set up a double play and there's 1 out in the extra innings, regardless of who's on deck. But still, I would always choose to pitch to a Ben Zobrist over an Anthony Rizzo because, he's just an incredible player, And so I come up there and I know what's at stake. And there's been, I think one of the things as an athlete that you think about in a situation like that is okay, I knew it was a huge, huge moment. I knew that it was probably the biggest moment of my career, but at the same time, I knew like I had no chance against the guy throwing a 98-mile-an-hour cutter that's funky. I had no chance when I'm already 0 for 3 or 4 off of him in my career. I hadn't done anything, hit a ball solid, even though I know what pitch is coming. It's hard. Like when you don't know what pitch is coming, it's hard enough. But if you know what pitch is coming and you still can't hit it, it's like super frustrating, right? And that's what his cutter was like. Brian Shaw was the guy's name. And so I literally was going up there like the only thing I'm focusing on right now is doing the best that I can to give myself the best chance to just put a ball solid in play on the other side of the field. I just wanted to be on the opposite side of the field because his cutter is so hard and it comes in so hard. And so that's what I focused on. I got enough of a pitch. And this was with 2 strikes. I'm like surviving up there, right? And I just get the barrel to the ball. And when I hit it off the bat, I knew I kind of hit it solid, but it was a ground ball. And I'm like, that's a double play if it's not through the infield. And what somebody told me is the pitch before that, the third baseman had decided to take 2 steps to his left, and I had to hit the ball to his right.
Yeah.
And so the pitch before that, if I had done that, he'd have backhanded it, double play, out of the inning, right? And what happened is he moves over, and I slap the ball down the line. He dives, and it just goes outside of his reach at third base, right? And when I hit it, I knew I hit it solid, but when I saw it go past him at third base, I still get chills talking about it because I was like, what is happening right now? What is my life that I am like hitting an extra inning hit in Game 7 of the World Series, and I didn't remember anything until I got to second base, and I'm doing the fist pump like it was surreal. And then I look over at Rizzo, and he's doing the whole like, oh my God, thing, and it was just a surreal moment, and I feel chills. But I also had chills when you were telling me your story, right? About like I'm like envisioning all these people that are in the stands that are going nuts, watching it in person and going crazy. And then there's a cut to some guy that's sitting at his father's grave, listening to the game on the radio. And then there's a cut to you guys finishing, the night's like mission thing that you're working on in your uniforms and all your gear, and you're sitting around just listening. And then you guys go crazy. It's like, I get the joy of getting to hear how all these moments impacted different people in different ways. In it's just a really magical feeling to know that you were a part of that.